Where are you? Good morning. I will be coming at you live today from the voice of Binky Dogs. This is the small dog that lives in my house. She's a mixture of something small and something fucking smaller than that. But she has taken on the persona of a large Romanian gentleman. That seems to be right now, until she is no longer with us, the mascot for Fugitive from Reality. So I thought there would be whoa. Jesus. Hang on. Whoa. Right, so I'm like, all right, I was like, I'm not gonna roll until I'm at least in tune, right? But no shit. I recently have traded my guitar with my boy, which I did. I've been taking his woman out lately, Maxine. She's awesome. This guitar is named Bobby. Now, there's two reasons it's named Bobby. Because there's two people in my life right now, very important. They're both named Bobby. So there's that. And those of you that don't know, obviously, I've told them a fucking million times. People that know, I had one of these stolen, right? Whatever. But the first one was, I named it Spirit because that was my dog. That was my shepherd, right? Well, watching me fumble my way through just trying to tune a guitar. This is going to be fun. Right? So yeah, the first one I named Spirit. I can't just turn around and name the replacement, because I literally did go and replace it within the next week. Same model. Definitely not the same piece of wood. And I can even point out the few videos where Spirit was a star. Not the same tone, man. By any means. I will get her back, I think. I believe I will. Because I took a gouge out of that PRS. My first, second night out with it. Oh, fuck that. I don't even know what happened. Somebody was watching it. Right? While I used the bathroom, come back, and I think even, hours later, I realized, oh my God, look at the fucking gouge. Gouge. Right? I know I look like shit, by the way. If it matters, I feel great. Yeah, if it matters at all. Not that it would to you, but it does to me. Yeah, we'll get there. So anyways, I just figured it would be like a little change of pace, right? It's not very often that I seek out a guitar lesson, but the reason I'm such a deadhead now, and wasn't quite, I've always been a hippie, but I wasn't quite a deadhead up until recent few years, you know what I mean? Was when I tried to start figuring out some of their music. Especially the stuff that sounds so simple and you realize not even at all, not even close to at all simple. Almost none of it. Almost even the simplest sounding shit, kind of when you realize what each individual part is, it's amazing. They're amazing musicians, you know what I mean? Anybody that would just write them off, that likes music, just never really listened, is all the way I could say about it, but that's just me. But also, in my old age, I think the word used to be tolerant, now it's acceptant of a lot of things. I don't really care, but you're who you are and you're fucking awesome for that, I guess, right? Somebody's got to be you, and I can't do it. Too busy being me over here, man. Ooh, that sounds like shit. So what I was saying, besides the fact that I was going to try to fumble my way through a reverse guitar lesson, we're going to video me trying to figure out just this one part. of a song. We'll get there. But this thing here is that me? She's not happy. You see all those grooves? You see all that shit? That's from all that. She hasn't been getting any of that. Not happy. I could feel it. But like, I'm telling you, as your body warms up the water that's within the wood of these instruments, there is a soul there. And they want to sing, man. They don't want to sit in the room because they're real pretty hanging on the wall too. Just as art. But come on, man. They want to do stuff. And when they don't get to, I'm telling you. I've had guitars out on the street where I'm like, I block their ears and I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna replace her soon. You know what I mean? And it's like when you talk about your dog, that's getting old. I'd be like, I have other dogs, but I'm like, cover the ones who's like, Spirit's the best dog. Cover up the dog's ears, you don't let them hear you say that, right? We all got favorites, right? But like, so I had a guitar that sat in my mom's closet, and when I was down there, like usually it'd be like taking refuge from the city for a little while, I'm beat from the road. I don't want to see a guitar. I don't want to, you know what I mean? But when I started actually taking this particular one out on the road, like the times when I would talk about replacing it, I swear to God, it wouldn't do those things I was talking about, the reasons why I wanted to replace it. It would not do that shit. Like please don't replace me. Please. I really believe that. I really do. With my heart that so like, I've had so many of these that I've just given away, lost, sold, whatever. Because I knew I would always have one. I'm never going without strings. You know what I mean? But they possess a soul. And I'm telling you, this one right now, pissed at me. Should get over it. Yeah, maybe start doing what you're supposed to be doing around here. Right? I wouldn't be looking for it somewhere else. Wouldn't be looking for it somewhere like maybe in a fucking Epiphone Les Paul. Huh? What you know about that? What you know about that, girl? What you know about a Les Paul? Right? So, hey, I love you, by the way. You know who you are, motherfuckers. By you, I'm just talking about me. Anyways, so, Terrapin Station, right? Do I know any of the song? No, I fucking do not. I do not know really partly fucking none of the song. What I know is melodies that I can put on top of the song, We all do the parts that we like. Where is it? How come it don't sound right? How come it don't sound right? Anyways, right? If I can't fucking at least reproduce what I'm trying to say, how can I show you what I'm trying to do? I'm trying to get at, right? It's like, right? And it's like, there it is. Now, I know I don't do myself any favors by being a half step down, trying to figure this music out. The only thing I want to know is the dun 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 bum bum bum. Yeah, and I know that. Yeah. It's like I know the song. I'm just trying to figure. I just can't. Where is it? It's like. I know it's like. You know what I mean? Yeah. We're gonna figure this shit out. I know I ain't gonna get it either, man. Cause like I was just looking at the lesson, and I'm like, And I have to tune my guitar to the regular tuning at least, till I can figure out where they are, where the notes are, like how to traverse through them. Then I can go back to my normal tuning. Like, oh yeah, they're right up here. It's just like, it's fucking, oh. I can usually figure these things out for myself, you know what I'm saying? I have learned all by ear, you know? I'm gonna figure it out. Okay, I got the first part. There it is, don't forget it, right? Nope. Right, so it's like, second part, that's the first part though. So wait. And that's what I'll do. I'll figure out where it is all on one string first, you know what I mean? Like, or at least on two strings, and how to traverse within two strings, and then, you know, then you can make it more comfortable on yourself by figuring out where those notes are. Because what I've learned, the notes are always right here. Always. You never have to go anywhere really to find what you're looking for. It's there. It's right there. The instrument's made for you to be comfortable doing these things. You know what I mean? Like, what feels natural to your hand is what works with the instrument. You know what I mean? Like, hard to explain, but not like, you know what I mean? Like, I've always looked at it as like shapes. It's like, if I can go here, right? All I'm doing is we'll go on this string, right? Here. Okay? Usually, if I'm going one fret apart, then it stands to reason that I can go one fret apart, right? See that shape? If I do that, right? I know that I can go, you know what I mean? On the end of that shape. You know what I mean? I look at it all like shapes. You're either spacing it apart by one, or you're right next to it. Almost always with almost everything, you know. And another thing that I figured out when it comes to like a pentatonic scale or something like that, right? If you can locate, and the easiest way for me to like illustrate it, if you can locate where these two notes, and for me to illustrate it, I'm going to say in the two middle strings of the guitar, direct middle, right? Doesn't matter where on the neck, just find this. Once you find this, right, directly underneath it and below it, you're always going to have two strings on top of each other that are spaced apart by 2 frets. You feel me? So there's this shape, this right, this shape right here, okay? Now, directly above it, there's going to be 3 of them spaced apart by 1 fret. You know what I mean? And then directly underneath, 3 of them spaced apart by 1 fret, like all throughout the neck. Now, because of how the guitar tunes, it's gonna change. But once you recognize the pattern, you can see it. You know what I mean? It's like, oh yeah. So if I'm doing this, right, and I'm down here, I know that directly above it now I might be in key here, or I might be in key here, but it doesn't matter. You find this directly above it by 3 strings is going to be spread apart by 1. All right, so let's just to see if it makes sense to you. Right? Okay, so I just went space part by 2, space part by 2, space part by 1, space part by 1. So you're going to find 2 that are spaced apart by 2 on top of each other. Now directly underneath and directly below, like let's say you had fucking 8 strings up here and 8 strings down there. It's always going to be 2 space part by 2, 3 below it, spaced apart by 1, 3 above it, spaced apart by 1, and then the 2 starts back over again and over again and over again. So if you had strings like, you could be like 1 2 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 1 2 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 1 2 1 2 3. You know what I mean? Like, and it would change a little bit with the tuning of the guitar. You know how you tune the string, right? You know, 4th string with your fret off. You know what I'm talking about? Of course, right? Right though, like you're gonna start to see that though. Like, okay, so if I got spaced apart by 2, spaced apart by 1, well, I know I'm at the bottom of 2 of these. So I know that I can't go wrong by spacing apart by 1 underneath 3. You know what I mean? Now, if I'm dependent upon where I'm in the neck, I might have to move up 1, but still spaced apart by 1. You feel me? I know you do. So why can't I figure out this one part? Dun 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 da da dun da da dun da da dun baraka. Yeah. Oh, I love you guys.